lost in life, this message will change how you see work forever, and trust me, you'll never look at your 9 to 5 the same way again. Hey you, yes, you watching this, welcome back to Sound Codes. Thank you for showing up today. We're on a mission to reach our first 1,000 subscribers, so if this message hits home, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to join this growing community of seekers and soul-driven doers. Have you ever felt like you're running on a treadmill, working hard, paying bills, getting promoted maybe, but still quietly wondering, is this really all there is? In this video, we're going to explore a perspective that might shake you. What if the American dream, is it really your dream? What if your paycheck, your job title, even your 5-year plan, are just distractions from something much bigger? Stay with me to the end, because somewhere in this video, I'm going to give you something simple, a truth, a shift, that could finally make it all make sense. And to kick things off, let me tell you about Jake, a guy from Denver, Colorado. He had it all on paper, a degree, a stable tech job, weekends in the mountains. But each morning, he'd wake up with this invisible weight on his chest. Not anxiety. Not depression. Just the dull ache of misalignment. Like his soul was whispering, this isn't it. And maybe you felt that whisper too. Let's talk about why. Section 1. The Illusion of the American Dream. You've heard it your whole life. Go to school, get good grades, land a steady job, climb the ladder, retire comfortably. That's the American dream. But what if it's not a dream, but a well-polished trap? Picture this. It's Monday morning. You're in traffic, coffee in hand, earbuds playing the same playlist. You head to a job that pays the bills but numbs your spirit. Around you, faces blank, eyes tired, all moving, none truly alive. That's not success. That's silent survival. Take Jake from Denver. Solid job, good pay, decent life. But every Sunday night, that pit in his stomach returned. Not from stress, from emptiness. He wasn't tired. He was disconnected. Here's the truth, we're taught to chase a paycheck, not a purpose. Society praises status over soul. We confuse busyness with meaning. But what if you were made for more? Ask yourself, if your job vanished tomorrow, would you still know who you are? If the answer's I'm not sure, that's not security, it's captivity. Now, let's be clear, jobs aren't bad. They're tools, not identities. When we confuse them for purpose, we drift. Like Jake. Like millions. Maybe like you. The American dream may offer comfort, but rarely fulfillment. So maybe success isn't about climbing higher, but aligning deeper. Breathe that in for a moment. And now, let's flip the script. What if the Bible, yes, that ancient book, holds the most relevant, powerful truth about work you've never heard? Let's dive into it. This is where it starts to get good. Section 2. What the Bible really says about work. Most people think of the Bible as a book about heaven, sin, or morality, not about work. But that's a blind spot. Because from the very beginning, work was part of God's design, not as a punishment, but as a purpose. When God created Adam, He didn't give him a salary or a schedule. He gave him dominion, a mission. He placed him in the garden to cultivate, create, and expand. Adam wasn't employed. He was deployed. That changes everything. You weren't born to hustle your way through life just to retire with a pension. You were created to steward something divine, something only you can do. Peter didn't leave his fishing nets for a better paying job. He left because something inside him recognized the voice of purpose. Jesus didn't say apply. He said follow. Let me ask you, are you working a job or walking in a calling? Because here's the truth most won't tell you. Your job is a channel, not your source. Your employer can change. Your paycheck can stop. But your purpose? That's eternal. And that's not spiritual fluff, it's practical truth. When you understand that God is your source, fear begins to lose its grip. You stop striving and start trusting. Jesus said, "Look at the birds, they don't store up, yet your Father feeds them." That's not about avoiding work. That's about real provision. So if you've been feeling stuck, not just tired, but misaligned, maybe it's not the job. Maybe it's that your soul's been waiting to be sent. And in the next part, we'll talk about what happens when you ignore that whisper and the quiet cost of living without purpose. Section 3. What happens when you live without purpose? Let's be real, burnout isn't always about too much work. Sometimes, it's about doing the wrong work for too long. When you live without purpose, life slowly loses its color. Days blur together. Mornings feel heavy. You might be busy, even successful, but inside, there's a quiet ache, like you're drifting. That's what happened to Melissa. She was 38, living in Phoenix, working as a corporate project manager. On paper, she had made it. But deep down, she felt like a ghost in her own life. Meetings drained her. Success felt hollow. She used to paint, dream, teach, but somewhere along the way, she traded purpose for performance. And it showed. Her health declined. Her smile faded. Her spark dimmed. Purpose isn't a luxury. It's oxygen for the soul. Without it, we don't just get tired, we get lost. And the saddest part? Most people don't even realize it's happening. They think, maybe I just need a vacation. But it's not rest they're missing. It's meaning. Here's the truth. You weren't created to just pay bills and survive the week. You were made to move something forward, to create impact, to carry light in a dark world. But if your calendar is full and your soul is empty, something has to change. So, tell me, do you feel like you're living with purpose, or just performing a role? Comment below with one word that describes how your current work makes you feel. Be honest. No judgment here, just connection. And if that question stings a little, good. It means your soul is still awake. Because in the next section, we're going to uncover how to find your assignment and unlock the part of you that was never meant to stay stuck. Section 5. Shifting mindset, shifting life. The biggest shift doesn't happen when you quit your job or move cities. It happens in your mind, when you stop thinking like an employee and start seeing yourself as a steward of purpose. That's when everything changes. You're not just clocking in and out, you're showing up to multiply what God placed inside you. That mindset turns your cubicle into a mission field, your business into a blessing, your 9 to 5 into kingdom work. You don't need to quit tomorrow. But you do need to stop shrinking your life down to a paycheck. Remember this, you were never designed to survive. You were designed to reign. That doesn't mean ego or control. It means alignment, authority, ownership, living like someone who knows they were sent, not someone begging to be chosen. Look at people like Joseph. He didn't rise to power by chasing promotions. He aligned with purpose, and the doors opened. Or Esther, her mindset shift saved a nation. You don't have to know the whole plan. You just have to walk in obedience, one bold step at a time. So here's your question. Are you thinking like a hired hand or a kingdom heir? Let that settle in. And if you've been playing small, if you've been afraid to claim your assignment, this is your moment to flip the switch. If you're ready to step into the bigger life you were made for, drop this in the comments. I'm done surviving. It's time to live on purpose. Because in the final section, we're wrapping it all up, and I'll show you how your next move might just be the one that changes everything. Stay one more minute, this could shift everything. If you're still here, thank you. That tells me you're not just listening, you're waking up. Remember this, you weren't born to play small. You were created to live with purpose, intention, and impact. And if something stirred in your heart today, don't ignore it. That's not random. That's your calling. Tonight, give yourself just 5 minutes. A blank page. Write this question at the top. What have I been called to do that I've been silent about for too long? And let the answer lead you forward. Now I want to hear from you. Drop this in the comments. I'm done surviving. It's time to live on purpose. Your words could be the spark someone else has been waiting for. And if you're ready to keep walking this path together, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, because what's ahead is something worth living fully for. This is Sound Codes. And you were made to fit in. You were made to shift the world.